Today's live session is about senior citizen travel. Um, it's more about decoding what we do as a company to facilitate travel for senior citizens. And there are a couple of things that I wanted to share about what we do as a company. But before that, I also wanted to address the need that why is it that our company does or promotes or organize specific tours for senior citizens. And the biggest reason for that is um, in India in particular, after somebody retires from work or they cross 60 years of age, somehow our family structures are built in such a way that they want to take a back seat from active participation in family life, in earning money. Most people would have reached a stage in their life where where the children have found their paths, their careers, and possibly they have grandchildren and things like that. Now, in this phase of life, you have a lot of time at your hands, and not everybody has a bent of mind towards spirituality. So you will find there are a lot of senior citizens who really want to travel and see the world. They have the time, as I said, and some of them are getting pensions, so they also have money. But what is the drawback? What is the challenge? What is the hurdle in traveling? If you notice around you, some of the most popular companies in India that organize travel for senior citizens, or rather that just organize travel, don't really cater to senior citizens. And I have seen groups of 50, 60, 70 people of all age groups, including children and seniors and super seniors, like 75 plus people also just clubbed together. And when they are all trying to visit a monument, the seniors are getting left behind because they're not able to walk fast, they're not able to climb the steps fast. They get tired, they want to rest, they want to drink water, they want to have their own pace of travel. And that led me to want to offer specifically designed, customized trips for senior citizens. The reason for doing that is not just because I thought that this is a very good target audience for my company, but also the fact that my own parents were very fond of traveling, and it was impossible for me to send them on an organized tour by any company because, like I said, there would be like people of all age groups just clubbed together and put together in one basket. So I decided to start offering trips for senior citizens in particular. And we have successfully organized several trips for senior citizens. Some of them have been customized. Some of them have been group tours that we have floated, we have organized. And a lot of senior citizens have been happy to join our trips and, explore the destination with our company. So there are a couple of things that we follow when we organize senior citizens trips. One of the foremost things is we slow down the pace of travel. So what does pace of travel mean? It's like you wanting to visit, say, let me say Hampi. You can do Hampi, the 26 square kilometer ruins, the city. You can do it in 3 days. But to do it in 3 days, you will just be rushing from place to place. You'll have to have early breakfast and leave. Afternoons are very hot in Hampi given the topography of the region. Then you'll have to, take umbrellas and walk around in the afternoons and explore these places and all of that. What we do is we slow down the pace of travel a little bit by adding another day to the trip. And we give afternoon siestas, which means nap times to seniors. So to avoid them from going out in the hot sun. and we manage the entire itinerary in a way that there is no need to wake up in the morning and rush out of your hotel. And when you come back to your hotel, you are possibly tired physically, but the evenings are free for you to relax and to catch up with your rest and your relaxation and your naps in the evenings and things like that. So the first and foremost thing we do is we slow down the pace of travel. The second most important thing that I feel senior citizens really look for, because they've reached a certain age where they have maybe some physical ailments that require them to have certain kinds of diets, and maybe somebody's a vegetarian and somebody is a Jain and somebody is not eating red meat anymore and things like that. So we also take care to offer our guests exactly the kind of food that they would want to eat on their trips. So by giving them food choices, we in fact, what I've noticed, because I've gone as trip leader on many of these trips, what I've noticed is that these seniors feel very taken care of. They feel very comforted by the fact that they are getting to eat their kind of food, and their dietary requirements are taken care of. So that's another very important thing that we do. The third thing that we do is, a lot of people ask me, like, how is it possible to customize a tour for senior citizens to a place like, say, Meghalaya or a Sikkim? Because by its very nature, these places are mountain regions and there's a lot of walking and maybe a bit of climbing and, all of that to be done. So what we've done is we choose activities for the seniors in these places which will be most suitable to their physical, which will be most suitable for them given their age. Which means that we also choose hotels accordingly, where they don't have to, climb too many steps. And like I said, we choose activities accordingly. And because the ethos of the company is to never lose sight of the experience, because at the end of the day, what you get from a destination is the overall experience. And our customizations of tours for seniors ensures that they get to see the place and there is no compromise on the experience as well. So which means to say that just because you cannot hike, or just because there is a restriction in terms of how many steps you can climb, does not mean that you cannot enjoy a destination like a Meghalaya or a Sikkim or a Bhutan or a Ladakh. So this is where our role as travel agency comes into place, and we customize each trip keeping in mind the fact that these senior citizens have a slow pace of travel, they have their own food requirements, and they are given activities commensurate with their ages, but at the same time, not losing the entire experience. Another very important thing for, I think, senior citizen travel, for their comfort, mental comfort, and to make for them to be able to trust a company, is the fact that we are available 24/7 on WhatsApp. And secondly, we work with local people wherever we work, whatever destinations we work in. And so if there is a requirement for an emergency support of any kind, be it medical support, supposing someone sprains an ankle, or, someone's just feeling listless and tired, we have a person on the ground who can attend to them and take them to a doctor or a nearby hospital. That kind of support only comes because we work with local people. We have partners in all the destinations. My company and I am based out of Pune in Maharashtra. And I am not trying to execute the holidays from here. I partner with a local person so that I can give these benefits to my clients. So when it comes to emergency support, not only are we available on call and WhatsApp, it's not a call center number you'd be calling, and we also work with a local person. Another way in which we facilitate senior citizen travel and make it extremely comfortable for them is most of our senior citizens tours are accompanied by a trip leader or a guide. And the reason to do that is again very simple. It is to ensure the comfort of every member of the group. It is to ensure that should they have any specific requirement, if they have run out of a medicine, they don't have to rely on figuring it out themselves. They have someone traveling with them who can help them out. So that's a very important factor on all our senior citizen trips. Another very important thing, which is again connected to this is we give our senior citizens tours. We always offer them an all-inclusive cost. Now, in the travel industry, there are ways to manipulate costs to make it look very attractive to the client. One of the ways to do that is to just add breakfast and not add the other meals, to leave out all the variable costs. But in my experience, I have found that giving an all-inclusive cost to senior citizens really works, and they feel, again, it's a sense of comfort, it's a sense of freedom because they don't have to carry money with them when they travel. Their 3 meals are taken care of. Snacks in the evening are taken care of. We take care of, bottled water on the tour. If they go to an international destination, we get them a local SIM card. We include all the entry fees. We include all the fees payable to the guide and the driver and the parking and the tolls and the permits and the visas and everything. And we make sure that all these costs are covered. We even include the taxes and airfare. So this kind of giving an all-inclusive cost is extremely important for the comfort of those senior citizens who want to go on a vacation and enjoy and experience leisure travel and not just pilgrimage. One of the biggest learnings I have had in trying to organize senior citizen tours is also the fact that there are a lot of women who want to travel alone. Whether married, divorced, or widowed, doesn't matter, or single, doesn't matter. Senior citizen women are desirous of traveling and leisure travel because they want to explore the world. They want to explore their own country. They want to see the world. They want to be able to, experience cultures, learn about new places and everything. And so we as a company do organize senior citizen tours, especially for women. We do organize for couples as well, and then for women also. And a very new, surprising thing that came to light about 2 months ago when I was trying to market a senior citizen women's tour to Bhutan was the number of WhatsApp messages I got from single men single senior men, asking me why I wasn't organizing a group tour for senior single men. Again, men who've probably never married or who've lost their wives, or men whose wives cannot travel with them or do not want to travel with them. So this is another segment that I feel that my company will be targeting in the future. Having said that, we are, extremely optimistic about getting the seniors in our country to explore not just our own country but also destinations internationally, and we hope to continue to offer many tours. Like I said, we keep all these factors in mind when we offer these tours to senior citizens: pace of travel, comfort of food, emergency support, being accompanied by a guide or a trip leader, never compromising on the experience, even though the whole tour may be a bit low on the activities particularly. and giving an all-inclusive cost. Um, but I've also felt that over the years I felt that senior citizens also are extremely stereotyped. So we need to break the stereotypes, and we need to be able to, you know, reach out to them and offer them and give them what they are seeking. So, as I said, senior men have approached me saying that why aren't you offering tours to senior single men? So that's on the cards as well. So I think senior citizens also break a lot of stereotypes, and our own stereotypes about seniors in our own families and people around us. Because my senior citizen tours have wanted to go river rafting. They have wanted to go and experience nightlife of a place. They've danced in clubs. They've sung songs in karaoke bars, and you name it, and they have wanted to do that. So that's part of the thing that I hope to do by having these kinds of live sessions, to say that we stereotype them, but they are so ready for new experiences, and they are possibly just looking for a travel partner to execute them. And I think I know that East India Travel fits the bill. So now we'll take the questions, and Rupak has a question. Where do seniors like to go on trips, and why? So why, I've explained. Senior citizens are like anyone, like you and me. They want to explore, they want to experience cultures, they want to experience places, they want to see landscapes. And so they pretty much travel for the same reasons why we travel. And what I've also realized is that destination is the only the only reason why a destination is probably not open to senior citizens is because there would probably be a lot of road travel and too much hiking and stuff like that. But even such complicated destinations have been tackled by us as East India Travel, which, like I mentioned, is Meghalaya, Bhutan, Ladakh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Himachal. We offer holidays to all these places for senior citizens. And the rest of the country, the rest of the world is just waiting for seniors to, explore. If I have to talk about India, we could talk about some of the most popular destinations for our company have been Meghalaya, Kashmir. This season we're doing Kashmir senior citizen travel as well, and Hampi, Kerala, Andaman Islands. These by far have been the most popular. We do get a lot of requests and inquiries for Rajasthan and Gujarat as well, but we don't currently offer holidays to all parts of Rajasthan other than the Golden Triangle, which is Jaipur, Delhi, Agra. So we generally end up declining. But it's like the whole world is their oyster, and if companies like us can put our minds to it, if we can, really focus on it, we can offer any destination to senior citizens, virtually any destination. How can seniors stay healthy and safe while traveling? Okay, so couple of cardinal rules that we follow. We give senior citizens enough time to acclimatize to a new place, especially if it's a mountain region. Say, for example, Ladakh. So when you land in Leh by air, a lot of people resist wanting to take a day of rest to acclimatize, and we insist on it. We do not offer any activities on that particular day. So one of the ways to enjoy your whole trip is to make sure that you don't fall sick on the trip. And the biggest way to do that is to, one, carry all your medications, two, have all your meals the way you are supposed to have them, and take adequate rest. Now, rest is also something that we incorporate as part of our senior citizens tours, that we make sure that the seniors get enough rest as well. Safety, of course, we since we do not conduct tours for a group of 100 people or 50 people. Our group sizes are very intimate, they're very small, like a max of 12 to 15 people in a group. We assure the safety of seniors by having a trip leader and a guide accompanying the trip leader or a guide, or sometimes both accompanying a trip. That's one of the ways in which we do it. For themselves, I think checks and balance that would be necessary is to not venture out of hotels on your own in the nights. Even if you want to go for that evening walk, go inside your hotel premises and things like that. This is the best way to, safe to keep yourself safe. How do you customize food for seniors considering the requirements? I've already spoken about that. We take into account their dietary restrictions, preferences, including vegetarian, non-vegetarian, egg eaters, people who do not eat red meat, etc., etc. As far as is humanly possible, we take all of these things into account and then we customize the food for their requirement. A lot of times, when we send out an email asking senior citizens like what kind of food you would prefer, and a lot of times we've been very surprised by the responses we've received, and people have said, we want to experience the local food, which is sometimes rare but also very, very heartening to know. So then we obviously customize the food, the local food, based on their dietary requirements and all of that. Speaking about how Ease India Travel customizes tours specifically for senior citizens, and essentially gives them the chance to explore without compromising on the experience of the place, of the destination. Any more questions? Well, it's been 30 minutes, so I think we can wrap up this live as well. Thank you all for watching. And if you want to know more about, okay, there's a question, ways for seniors to stay connected with loved ones while traveling. So, nowadays we get Wi-Fi everywhere we go, but there are places where Wi-Fi networks are not available. Broadband is not available. So if it's within India, then of course we have to rely on the local broadband and all of that. But if it is abroad, especially Bhutan, Azerbaijan and all these places, even Sri Lanka, we include a local SIM card in their package. So once the SIM card is put into their phones by the guide or the trip leader, they can remain connected with their families for the duration of the tour. Which all tour packages you suggest which are safe for seniors? Everything is safe for seniors. I mean, we offer them for seniors because they're safe. So if I would start from the northern part of India, Kashmir, Ladakh, to Himachal, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Meghalaya, Arunachal, all the way down Andaman Islands, Kerala, Karnataka, Coorg, Chikmagalur, Hampi, Chettinad, Madurai, Pondicherry, and in the western side, Gujarat, Rajasthan, all the places are safe for seniors. When you're traveling in a group, of course, Bastar, Chhattisgarh, I forgot to mention that. When you're traveling in a group, you're always safe, and we ensure that. Best tour places for seniors. In the upcoming season, Kashmir is lovely. Very popular now, very safe as well. Ladakh, I would say Sikkim, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand to a large extent, because the most amazing thing is that Uttarakhand now has some 2 or 3 new Udan airports, which has made travel very convenient and easy. And of course, parts of Himachal, which are not more than 3.5 to 4 hour drives away from the nearest airports. What exclusive tour facilities do you provide for seniors, you mean? Like I mentioned, we take care of everybody's food requirements, dietary restrictions. We make sure that, that just because they're seniors, they don't have to compromise on the experience of visiting the place and the experience of exploration. We make sure that there's always someone on the ground for emergency support if required. What can seniors do for fun on trips? I think seniors can pretty much do everything that we do for fun on trips. Like I said, our senior clients have gone river rafting. They've gone to clubs and dance the night away. They've gone karaoke singing in bars in Bhutan. So it depends on the kind of fun they want to have. The sky is the limit, and whatever we feel is safe in that particular place, we offer that. In a place like Hampi, for example, we know a very nice musician who plays about 108 musical instruments. So we always organize an evening session with him, usually in a nice restaurant where he comes with all his equipment and he plays. He plays the djembe, he plays the didgeridoo, and a lot of other instruments as well. So, when we organize these tours, we understand the desires of the people who are part of the tour, and then we kind of make sure that we give them the experiences of fun accordingly. Yes, Puru, I'm happy that you asked this question because we do offer EMI payment options to all our clients. Currently, we have not tied up with any agency like Bajaj Alliance or whatever, or any bank for that matter right now. We just do like this very internal system where if it's, we just, if say, for example, this is April and the travel is in October, we just divide the package cost by the number of months and we just, get them to pay us, on a monthly basis. Otherwise, our payment terms are usually 50% upfront, but we don't do that if someone wants to opt for the EMI option. Of course, cancellation terms differ when you pay by EMI option, but yes, we do have EMI options for our clients. This has been my experience in running this company for 7 years that seniors are just happy to pay the whole amount and they just don't want the EMI option. It's like, it's like they're so done paying EMIs for their homes or whatever, they're like, just take our money and, we don't want to pay by EMI. But yes, EMI is a very good option for people who are desirous of travel and, it is, it can burn a hole in your pocket if you have to pay, say, 1 lakh rupees in one go. But if you want to divide that 1 lakh by 6 into, divide that into an 8-month EMI option, then that really, reduces the burden. So we just follow this very simple system. But if someone wants to, we are in the process of speaking to, we're in process of signing up with a payment gateway who will also offer an EMI option on credit cards. So that is something but then of course they'll have an interest, component to it. So in this case, we do not have any interest component. Yes, Rupak, your grandmother can go with minimal walking. Because what we do is, like I said, we customize the itinerary in that way, So let me give you the example of Meghalaya. Okay, so Meghalaya is very famous for its innumerable waterfalls. But a lot of these waterfalls involve a bit of a hike and a bit of walking. So when we understand, when we create the holiday, we ask our seniors, like, how much are you comfortable walking without getting tired or feeling that it's a burden? And then we organize the entire itinerary accordingly. So, we've had a senior couple go to Meghalaya whose wife, she had a knee replacement surgery and she couldn't walk much. But the gentleman was very gung-ho. But we tried to balance it out and we tried to give them all the waterfalls that were accessible without much of a walk. There's a very famous waterfall in Meghalaya called Krangshuri. We couldn't give them that because that involves, a little bit of going down and then going up. So, when you come back, it's the same thing. But everything else that's, closer to the car park, everything else that involves very little walking is included. Um, we've customized itineraries for, I think the oldest client we've had is 85 plus. A lady with, a hip replacement surgery. So definitely walking was a big challenge for her. But we have organized, her trip to Bhutan and rather successfully. So yes, it just takes a lot of planning from our end, but we are very happy to do that because I feel that, if people want to travel, they should be able to. So we should not, deny them the happiness of exploration in the twilight of their lives as well. So if they are desirous of travel, if they have the time and the money, we are happy to put things. And like I said, do check out our Insta account, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We are everywhere. And go to our website, www.eastindiatravel.com. Read up our client reviews and you'll know that we know our stuff. Travel insurance is not compulsory for domestic travel, but yes, for international, it should be taken because it just helps. It's like like having that safety and the comfort at the back of your mind, and should something go wrong. So in Bhutan, travel insurance is compulsory, so everyone has to take. But in other places, it's more of a voluntary thing. But I would recommend taking travel insurance, whether you're seniors or not. So it's always better to take travel insurance. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in another live session, perhaps next weekend. And we'll talk about something else exciting and something new next week. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Ritu, and I'm the founder of Ease India Travel. Bye-bye.